Hello, everybody. My name is John Lemon, otherwise known as Hippie Boy, otherwise known as Mr. Producer. You know, the usual host, as it is. We're joined by
good one.
OP,
OP.
otherwise known as Ollie.
Ollie.
Liberal Pens,
Hello.
otherwise known as Lost Pens, otherwise known as LP, otherwise known as Gaybo. We tried not to call him that on set. And we have Jessie.
Why is my mic not picking my sound up? I'm going whoop whoop, and it won't do
It's
anything.
too high pitched. Only dogs can hear it, I think. So.
Yeah.
Jessie, also
Hi.
known as Janiqua Johnson.
Janiqua
or JJ.
Or
It's
Japanese
Janiqua. Yeah, it's Japanese Janiqua.
Oh my god, I'm not even kidding. I named my friend that earlier.
Oh,
Well, that's a bit unoriginal.
I literally named them that like 20 minutes ago because they're going to Japan today.
Whoa!
and are they called Janiqua?
No.
Why are
they're
they not
called
bringing you
Maya,
with them?
Because I'm not about to go on holiday with their family. Why would I go? Why would I go on holiday with someone?
I did.
I've never done that.
But was that your last Ollie?
No, it wasn't. It was George Dean, if you was wondering. You know the guy we played Among Us with.
I know that guy.
Ribby. Whoa, whoa.
Lovely.
Just some casual doxing. I'm sorry. You can bleep that out.
It's not. Jamie, bleep that out.
Jamie, yeah.
Fine, I'll tell him.
Bleep.
Thank you.
But
I do apologise.
Lost Pens, he said he wanted to open it up with a similar theme as last time.
Oh yeah, Lost Pens, it's your turn.
Tammy's Twitter time.
Tammy's Twitter time.
Jay, can you pull up
Twitter
Tammy's Twitter? Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Tammy's Twitter time. Da-da-da. Right. Jamie, pull up a photo of Tammy's Twitter.
You know
Right,
what? You
you've
know
done
we can
it.
just do this without you asking him.
Well, I like to speak to Jamie beyond the fourth wall. It adds a bit.
Bit more
Yeah,
character.
okay, yeah, it adds a bit more character, a bit more fun. And Tammy's Twitter, the first post is how it feels to hate on Israel. Jamie, put up a photo.
I've seen that.
Oh, what is this?
My favourite tweet in the last
I haven't
24
seen
hours
it.
by WeCraft is last day of July for real.
Right, for real.
That was a much needed
22.
tweet. That was a much needed tweet.
He said it in the last hour of July, and he also said it,
Last two.
and he also said it on the last day of July, which most people didn't know it was the last day of July. They thought it was the 31st of July, which is very
I mean, in all fairness, Australia already knew that because they're ahead. So it only really applies to a certain demographic of the population of the world. He isn't the brightest, is he? Zionist accusations are just confessions. Right. He's very political. He doesn't like Israel for some reason.
He didn't make any.
I wonder why.
Oh, I wonder why. It only took me having a go at him to get that confession.
Oh, okay.
Right. Should we do the same thing as last week where we all pull up our favourite tweets?
Okay.
I've got one. I've got my two actually. They're right next to each other.
You know, I quite like one of his tweets. I've really
Right.
got one.
Hey, I haven't seen any. Can someone show me?
Have you got Twitter?
No, well, kinda, but I don't use it and I don't know how it works.
Okay, it's Oliver screen share.
Oh, come on, man! I'm trying to find me tweets. That's not
You've
fair.
got a double monitor setup. It's
What?
easy.
Yeah, you are a little bit kitted up.
Fine. Right, but you can only see so many tweets. You only see it last 4.
The last 4 tweets.
What, because
Yeah.
you've responded to all the others?
I've responded to most of his tweets. I don't.
You've liked and agreed with them?
Yeah, obviously. He's been best
Women
mate.
on Twitter. Wait, stop! I want to read something. Women on Twitter lately are starting to piss me off. I really weak craft. Ooh,
Tell me about it.
you're missing out. Oh, are those some hot dogs and chocolate sauce? Mmm.
The bananas, actually.
Oh, you don't
Jamie.
hate Zionists enough. You think you do, but you don't. Trump nearly getting assassinated before. That's fucking racist. Nah.
What did he say?
No, you
I
said
don't even understand.
that's you, hippie boy. Go. I think that's Aristophat, and that's a picture of a picture of a. Of a
Oh, that is a
Nearly
base
get
tweet from
this.
myself, by the way,
Trump
That's gonna
nearly
get a
getting
like.
assassinated.
because they kind of look alike, and that's which is quite ironic.
Oh shit! There we go. Oh, there we go.
Right.
I've
So,
got my
well,
tweet.
I've got my tweet.
Okay.
Go first.
Can I go first? I'm
Yeah.
only doing one.
You
I'll
can
go
go
after.
first.
I'll go after.
Okay.
I'll go
My
last.
favorite tweet is 12/31/23. Think about it.
Think about what?
12/31/23.
It's just New Year's Eve, isn't it?
It's just New Year's Eve in American units.
Interesting.
Oh,
I'm
big-
gonna give that
Is
tweet
that
a
a-
3 out of 10.
Okay.
I like my tweet. My tweet I'll bring up. I think only me and Ollie will get it, but he was replying to Vivid, and I kind of agree with him. I'm gonna give it a 10, but Vivid put a video with God is with Israel. I mean, I agree with Croft. He put, "You're literally an Indian laughing as a Jew online." I thought that was
think
quite
that
a
is-
base tweet.
I think that's true. No and Vivid. That's
I don't
quite
like
true.
Mine- Mine is less political.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Mine is drink your wife's breast milk if you want gains in the gym.
Not wrong. Not wrong.
But does
I
he have
mean,
a wife? Yeah.
Yeah, does he have a wife?
He's got
I'm
many.
gonna give it a 9. I'll give it a 9.
Got many wives.
Does he? I mean,
Yeah.
he is Muslim. I swear that's allowed, isn't it?
Oh,
That
man.
I feel like Jamie should maybe cut that one.
He doesn't cut out
Jimmy doesn't cut unless,
unless
Unless
there's
it's
doxing
doxing.
involved, whatever the hell.
which happens a
I don't know
lot.
what that
for
means.
some reason, especially to me for some reason.
Hello, podcast.
Hello.
Right.
How are we
The intro was done 5 minutes ago. You know.
Yeah, but I thought this was your section. It just kind of went.
Yeah. Well,
You
this
are-
is my section. My
Well-
section's going on now.
Funny section.
You are watching the Hippie Boy podcast with Hippie Boy.
You're watching the
Commercial
Everyone
break.
podcast. Commercial.
I would like to talk to you about laxatives. I'm sorry. That
Okay, really?
That could have been a much better advertisement, but you know.
Oh, guys. Okay, I've got a conversation starter. What do we think about taking vitamins?
I
I've never really thought of it myself.
I-
What do
I
we
have-
think about it? Because I have a really strong opinion, but I want to hear
Okay.
you guys
Well,
first.
Okay.
I have to take them for my
Okay.
bones because I've got
Why do you have to take them, Lost Pens?
because I've got such low vitamin D levels that it's causing my liver and kidneys to fail.
All you have to do is go outside. Like, it's not
No,
that hard.
no. But they don't know why they're low because I do go out quite a bit.
Yeah.
They're just dangerously low, and they thought it was something to do with my TPH level. I'm pretty sure, which is a gland in your neck that takes out your bones and tries to prolong it, which means your bones get weaker. But then
Bloody hell.
they don't know why it is. But then it
Oh,
causes-
mate, can you just, like, bin your PC for a year and just sit
no,
outside and
it's not
see it?
me. It's not that problem. I've got a lot of medical issues. My legs are
Yeah,
more
I know.
fat.
I'm not saying that it isn't, but I feel like that would help.
I can
my
tell you
legs are
don't
more-
like vitamins
my
very
legs-
much.
My legs are
I'm
more
not a big fan.
circular than.
No, I do like
Are we
vitamins.
on about
I do.
vitamin
I
pills?
do.
I'm
you're
not.
big-
I've been taking vitamins and it feels great. Like, it's really good.
You know what? I didn't. If there is a stigma around vitamins, I'm unaware. But I'd take these little like raspberry vitamins. Like there's you meant to have 2 a day.
Are they gummies?
Yeah. Well, they're not gummy, but you could.
Don't
you
tell
could
me it's
call them
apple
gummies.
cider vinegar.
No.
because I take apple cider vinegar and I take turmeric and curcumin. I don't know how to say it. Cumin, however you say it. I
Human.
don't know. Yeah, that's really good for blood circulation. It's really good for like loads of stuff. I recommend it. And apple cider vinegar is really good for digestion and gut health. And I've been having like a cold bath every evening, and that's really good for your circulation. And also, it just means that you're so relaxed. And I was doing like breathing exercises, so I was like holding my breath in the water. Then I was like breathing from my nose, and it was like a meditation. It was so fucking sick. And I did that for like 13 minutes, and then yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't need
so vitamins are good. Oh, and I drink moringa water, which is like a powder with loads of vitamins and minerals in it, and like over 5 amino acids. Put
You
it in my
not think-
water in a day.
Do you not
Oh.
think you're taking too many vitamins? 'Cause if you take too many, that's
No,
bad.
no, I feel like I feel like I'm taking the right amount of stuff.
do
If
tons of
you take
vitamins,
too
but
many vitamins, it can be bad for you.
Well,
I don't
I'm
think,
literally taking things like turmeric
I think
and
everyone-
vinegar. That's not bad.
Not everyone should be taking vitamins, I don't think. And I think a balanced diet should get you all your vitamins,
Yeah.
which it does. So I think if you eat properly and you
I
take
think
your
a balanced diet once you're healthy,
Yeah.
no, you
like
have to be healthy.
completely physically fit, completely healthy, peak like everything, peak health. Then it's only what you need to eat.
I
I think-
I just have to take them because my doctors don't know why my levels are so low. But
Yeah,
it's
but-
definitely
Yeah.
not caused by sunlight because they shouldn't be that low even with sunlight. So they don't know what's
Yeah.
wrong with me. But I've
If-
probably
if
got
you-
something messed up.
If you take them when you don't need them, you're literally pissing away money, and that's
Yeah.
just not
yeah,
very
but that's like Barocca though. That's not all vitamins, and it depends. Like
What's
you need to do your research on certain things because, like, what I've just told you, what I do, I take a pill that's like been fermented from apple cider vinegar, like quite literally those ingredients. So that's pretty natural. That's not like a scientific vitamin, you know, like the one that looks like a Lemsip tablet, and then the other one is turmeric. That's like a spice, but it's like in a concentrated amount. So like, yeah, they're vitamins that I take every day, but it's pretty natural, you know.
Mm.
Yeah, but again, if you get any more than you're supposed to, you're just gonna piss it away, and that's just a waste of money, really.
Yeah, that's fair.
And you know,
Well,
you
I'm
just-
taking the recommended amount,
and that's good.
like everything I'm doing, and I'm taking it in the right times of the day too.
You
Like
shouldn't
the
have
apple cider vinegar I take when I eat.
You know, if you're getting 100% of your vitamins from vitamins, that's bad because then again you're just pissing them out.
Oh, bruv.
I have to agree
Listen,
with Ollie
I've been
here.
doing that. I've been drinking so much water. I've been oiling my hair, not every day, but like when I'm gonna wash it the day before. So my hair health is like crazy at the moment. I'm thriving. Don't rain on my parade. Let me have my vitamins.
I'm just saying you're probably wasting money. Okay.
I know, and they weren't even that expensive. Like all three of them together was a takeaway for me, my mum, and my dad.
You can do what you want, but I don't.
And that's something I take every day for like 30 days. I'd say that's pretty good.
I mean,
And look at the food that we
I
have.
think
That's like
vitamins-
expensive.
I think vitamins are a good idea, but I do have to agree with Ollie that I don't think you should like load up on loads. Like, I only take vitamin D spray because I have to, but I don't load.
Well, I
up
don't
on
need vitamin D because I'm outside all day, every day. If I
I know,
wasn't,
but
maybe
you-
I'd concern about that too.
You can still, you know, like, yeah, but you know what I mean. Like, I only take it because I have
I need
to.
to go for it.
I don't. Oh, okay, she's gone, but I'll continue my point. You know, she might watch this podcast, but you know, I just don't think you need to. Like Ollie said, if you've got a balanced diet, it should be good.
And you don't have to be in peak physical. Like if you've got something wrong with you, like I don't know, you got hyperthyroidism or some crazy shit like that, then obviously you can take your vitamins if your doctor recommends. But
Well, when you guys say vitamins, what are you thinking? 'Cause
I'm
thinking,
talking
like,
about these.
vitamin D, vitamin A, vitamin C.
I'm talking about these multivitamin tablets that say 100% of the daily allowance or 100% of the rest.
Yeah.
That is shit.
Yeah, because you were making me feel bad. Because I just, like I said, I just have some little raspberry gummy things. You know, I think is this guy coming for my head right now?
I'm not coming for you. Honestly, if you enjoy them, honestly, I did
They
enjoy.
do taste a bit nice. So.
If they
do.
taste nice,
They taste
right? Then go on, have them. Don't eat the entire pack because you'll die. But
Well, yeah. You know what? I'll tell a little story about Bitmans actually. When this, I'm gonna say I was 14, and I was just a bit sick of having these vitamins, so I ate the rest of the vitamins of these gummy vitamins. So I ate 15 or something like that. What was I thinking? What do you think?
Did you just like? Were you on the toilet like all day?
I don't know. To
Cause
be honest, I don't think there was that much bad consequences. I'll tell you one thing where I had bad consequences actually. If you want to hear a story about that, but I don't know.
Sure.
It just tasted a bit shit.
Mine's like my vitamin D spray because it's like a crazy amount over your daily dose, like that gets put into your body.
Mhm.
It's like it's like 1,000 times your daily dose or something insane like that. It says if you do more than one spray, like I'm gonna put it in my own words, not to sound too medical, but it basically says you're gonna shit yourself a load.
That's quite medical. I did an entire paper on vitamins, guys.
I'll tell you the worst regret of stuff that I put in my body though was,
What?
and I'll tell you the consequences as well. So we went
Bleach.
to Peds might know it, probably not. Chances are, but a place called Otley.
Otley, I know where Otley is.
Otley. Well, nice park there, nice pond, and feed ducks and everything. And we bought this duck food, and it's like seeds kind of.
Eat it.
Yeah. So we brought it home. I don't know why we brought it home, but we brought it home, and I thought, and I said to my dad, "Oh, you know what? I might eat it, see if it tastes nice." And I remember for some reason I was in the bath when doing this. Don't ask anymore.
Wait, what are you eating?
Duck
Bird
food,
food.
and it's like
Duck?
duck food
Oh,
In the bath.
in the bath,
Okay.
which is even more random. But and I say to him, "Oh, this is nice." Don't know why I thought it was nice, and I had it second time and thought, you know what, maybe it's not that nice. And I thought, I'm not gonna have that again. And then the whole night, my mouth was dry, I was thirsty, and I don't know how long this carried on for, but
Oh my god, he actually did a whole thing about vitamins.
it was bad. Do not eat duck food. At least duck
tell you.
food from Otley. Maybe some of it's good.
Don't be wrong.
Can I just say, can Jamie pull up a photo of? Oh shit!
Look. No.
Stop.
No.
Right, believe it.
Also, no, you can't because it's got my full name.
I know, but Jamie can just blur it out.
Jamie's
can you
not got that much time.
Can he
Jamie-
pull up like a
Jamie
photo
can read my.
from? And like can he at least pull up the paper like
Fine.
title?
Okay, Jamie can read my paper if he wants, but nothing more.
Because it's quite interesting. He's even got the esophagus. Like
I've got
images.
all of the gastrointestinal tract. All of
It
it.
seems long. I can't lie. Do you have to do this in A level?
Yeah. This is a B
What?
Tech.
Why have you put photos of rickets, man? There's a whole vitamin
Yeah.
D deficiency.
Yeah.
Let's just have a little look. Did you put about the liver? No, you didn't.
No, because you don't have to do the liver because it's a gastrointestinal deficiency, not the
It's still a vitamin D deficiency. It causes your enzyme and phosphate to go up, which causes your liver to fail.
I did say about that.
Did you?
Yeah, in the how do we treat vitamin D deficiency section, what causes vitamin D deficiency section. I think.
Risk obese. If your risk groups such as African Americans, Hispanic, obese, malabsorption syndrome, anemia, red blood cells.
Okay. Let's get back to the.
Sorry, I'm really interested in this.
Okay. Well, anyway, let's get back to the subject at hand. Duck food. What is duck food?
Well, from my memory, it was just like seed type
Seeds and
stuff.
stuff,
Yeah,
isn't it?
seeds and
I've had
it was like
ducks the other
grainy
week.
almost. It was bad,
Interesting. That doesn't sound good.
and it was in just
You're
like
not
a see-through bag.
Yeah, you're not supposed to feed bread to ducks because
Came up with that.
If you feed breads to ducks, it apparently makes them bloated.
Oh, fuck. I say fuck 'em,
I
mate,
just
to be honest with
apparently like
I think if you're fucking ducks, you got
you.
a
No, 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 no. No. No.
I'm just gonna put it out there.
bloody ducks. Can't stand
Yeah.
them. I don't.
I-
You know. Actually, go on. Go on.
No, I was gonna say, would you rather fight one duck-sized horse
Or a horse. Or
or 500 horse-sized ducks?
500 horse-sized ducks.
I think they could.
think.
No,
I think-
duck-sized horses.
Duck size.
I
so
think
one-
duck-sized horses.
Duck size.
Really?
But they got to have a
No,
little
I'd-
kick to them.
I would only fight. I'd fight a small horse because it's so much
Mm.
easier.
Also,
Like, Ducks are violent. Like, you know, they peck. They can tear you. They
yeah,
can tear
I got
your
a
skin
story.
easily.
go
A
on.
for
horse
that.
would just kick you, but if it's tiny, you can just stomp on it, give it a kick.
I would rather fight a horse-sized duck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because legs, have you seen on ducks' legs? They don't look very sturdy things to me, those things. I don't think they could support the weight of a horse-sized duck, so I think it'd just be a crippled
No,
horse-sized
no,
duck.
but its legs aren't going to stay the same size, is it? It's going to
No.
grow muscle.
No, but you used to about like the square, what is it called? Is it called square cube law? Where when you've got, that's why animals can only get so big, because the bones just stop being able to support shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but surely the bones are going to be thicker.
Yeah, but they're still, bone can only support so much. Maybe if they were made out of steel, but they're not. They're made out of bone.
No, I would say a duck-sized, no, a horse-sized duck, you know, like a small horse.
I think I'm still gonna go with the horse-sized. I mean the duck-sized horses. I don't know. I think I'd lose to both, but I don't know.
I
I think
if
it'd be
you-
brutal against the duck, the
I
horse,
think
the horse-sized
no,
duck.
because the horse would be so much easier to take down. Like,
No,
the duck isn't that big. You know,
Yeah, but
if
there's
it-
500 of them.
Oh wait, we're not. Oh, is it 500 v 500?
No. It's
Ah.
one horse-sized duck or 500 duck-sized horses.
Oh no, I'd go the big duck then because there's less to take down.
I think lose to both, but I think you can give a valiant effort against the 500.
I think if I was going for a a duck-sized horse, I'd try and just like grab its wings or grab it by the throat.
What?
And not let it peck you.
What?
Because
A duck-
And it's just gonna let that happen. Yep.
Also, you
Hope
said
it
you're going
does.
against a duck-sized horse, and then said you'd grab its wing.
You-
You're fighting Pegasus.
Hey, I was gonna say that.
I know.
Hey.
Get out of my
A
head.
horse-sized duck. No, a horse-sized duck. I mean, then I poke it in
The
the
lingo is really confusing me.
Yeah,
is.
it's really hard
It's
to
really
keep
throwing me off.
I can't tell what I'm fighting anymore. It'll be like one of those TikTok videos where it's like the two options are above you, and I'd pick the wrong one and fucking die. Oh,
Yeah.
English is fucked.
There's only 39 parachutes and there's 40 people. There's 39
40.
people on the plane and there's 40 parachutes.
Parachute.
That one guy. Oh,
Oh,
anyway,
no,
what was that?
Yeah, but my story.
I'm gonna learn Klingon, me.
Okay.
Klingon.
That's interesting.
That has as much to do with the conversation.
Especially at duck size.
I guess it's similarly on the theme of ducks. I guess I wasn't there for this one, but
Okay.
it was, you know, it's the story. But so my parents got home from a walk. They took my dog to the park, which they usually don't go to, but it's
Mhm.
it's a good walk, as in they go there every 3 weeks maybe to walk the dog, who you could probably hear barking right now.
The romance is
Yep.
still alive.
Anyway, so he was just doing his own thing, chasing squirrels and whatnot, up trees, and
It
but-
likes the story by the sounds of
yeah,
it.
and but that's not the interesting part. So he goes into the pond, biggish pond, right?
Mhm.
And he dumps himself in, and he's probably just enjoying himself for all of 15 seconds, and a male swan slowly swims over to him and gives him 2 clotheslines, like almost like punches when you think about it. And
Yeah.
he apparently knocked him down twice, and he was beaten up, like, and there was like apparently like 30 people watching this happen, so it must have been pretty embarrassing to see your dog just go in, get KO'd by a swan pretty much, and then go out.
Swans are dangerous.
They are dangerous. Apparently they're
Yeah.
capable of drowning Labradors and stuff.
What the fuck?
So I mean, I wouldn't want to
I
f with a
pet a
swan.
duck. I pet a duck the other week.
Did you?
Okay.
Yeah, it just came up to me and let me give it a stroke.
Our
Yeah.
primary school kept little ducklings in incubators.
Oh yeah,
Really?
I did that in reception.
Yeah,
We-
reception.
We kept butterflies.
Yeah, we
Oh,
did.
we also did. We
I got
also
a story
did.
about that butterflies. We kept butterflies, and they were called lady painted butterflies. And was this year 1 reception? I'll say year 1, but even I felt so intellectual because one girl said, because they were called lady painted butterflies, and
Yep.
after the caterpillars hatch into butterflies, the teacher asked, "Oh, where do they go?" And the girl said, "Do they get painted?" And and me as like I don't know how old it was, I was 6 or 7. I felt like Tux Pepe over there. You know?
Oh, what did you say?
I didn't say anything. I just thought I just laughed in my own intelligence. I felt great about myself.
Yeah. Oh, what we're gonna say. This has
These
nothing to do with that at all. But you sounded so sad. So, my cousin, right? He went to my primary school, right? He's 4 years younger than me, right? So I don't know what year he was in, but he was in reception. He was in year F1, right? Foundation 1. And I remember this is not funny one bit. This is really not funny.
It's not-
Why are you laughing?
I found it
Why are
funny.
you laughing for?
But,
What are you laughing for?
some,
laughing
some,
for?
some other child just came up to him and started beating him with a pan. I don't know where he got a pan from,
Where did
but he
my
broke
guy
his
get
arm.
Broke his
broke his
arm.
Yeah. It's not funny. It's really not funny.
Just came out with a
Your
plan.
cousin, I want you to send this to your cousin.
No, please don't. Please don't.
Oh, I don't. My primary school is pretty messed up.
Why?
Because there was this reception teacher. This was when I was in reception. She's banned from teaching younger kids now, but because every kid's scared of her. But she basically locked my friend in the classroom because he was misbehaving.
Bloody hell.
She just walked out and locked the door and just left him there for like 20 minutes.
What? Jesus, I'm glad she's banned.
No, she's still a teacher. She's just not allowed to teach.
What?
until year 4.
Jesus.
I had her as my teacher in year 6.
What if someone found a pan? Jesus.
Broke his arm.
No,
He was
it was a
asleep.
really horrible. Also, first day of reception, I kid you not, I remember this as clear as day. It annoyed me so much. So me and this kid were just playing at the end of the day. I accidentally poke him in the eye. He tells the teacher I did it on purpose,
Oh.
and I was like, I didn't. So I got a note home on the first day of year 1 saying how not year 1, first day of reception, saying how I poked this kid in the eye. I never looked at that teacher the same. I mean, he didn't. He was blind in one eye.
Okay.
But I mean, it just really annoyed me, and I don't like it much anymore.
Oh.
Yeah.
I got done for doing me first like week or so of F2 because I didn't go to F1. I got done for using a blue pen to do my
The horror.
I know,
Well, we were allowed to. Well, we weren't allowed to use pens. I was the last one to get my pen.
pencil only.
I was the last one to get my pen license, and my teacher was so proud.
I
of me.
never got a pen license.
I never got a pen
Genuinely
license.
never got one.
No,
You just gave me one in year 5.
yeah, no. My teacher was so proud of me. She took me to the head teacher's office, and I got a special pencil.
You know what what they do is they just put
Making
a
out
pen
that I was in
license on the
trouble.
table. I never got mine.
I never got a pen license. I just started using pens in year 5.
I literally don't think I ever used a pen like without
did that.
paranoia in primary school.
No,
Yeah.
my school made everyone join up their handwriting, but you
Oh,
don't
same,
do
but
that.
I was
I've,
exempted.
I never. Oh, my handwriting was terrible joined up. But in secondary school, they don't care. So
Yeah,
you
they
just have
don't care. It's
to join
weird.
it up.
It's really weird.
They were so
That's weird.
adamant that you like have to join it up and be like,
Our,
you know, they're
yeah,
gonna
that
care
reminds
about
me
this in
of something.
secondary, but
Yeah,
they just don't.
yeah. I don't know why handwriting in primary school is so elitist. Because I remember when we were doing tours around schools and
Yeah.
like for like
Yeah.
high school I'm actually going to go to. And I
Yeah.
remember we were asking the teachers, oh well, what do you think of handwriting? And they're like, oh, we don't care as long as it's good, as long as it's as long as the contents is good. And I thought I was blown away, because it was so elitist. What our
Yeah, my
primary school's
teacher.
handwriting.
Mine's
No
still
one,
good.
no teacher has really had a
Secondary.
go at me. Like my handwriting's atrocious. Like, I can read it, but
I
not
got-
really many other people can. But they just don't care, you know.
I
And
got pulled out a few times on my handwriting.
sometimes it's a gift though, because like it's just they just mark it right because they can't understand what you've written. So like there's been occasions on tests where I've got that wrong, but they've marked it right because they didn't know what I put. But
I think the
Yeah.
slowest I've ever felt was when I was in primary school, and how you could go to those clubs that you go to.
yeah, I
Right.
went to science club.
I
the
got
environmental club.
forced. I got forced to go to
My mum
spelling
forced
club
me.
to learn to spell, which was great.
Spelling club. Oh, I think I went. Nah. The whole class did a spelling thing actually.
It wasn't after school. It was while school was on. I just got pulled out of lesson with a bunch of other slow kids, and we just spelt words.
We
Great.
had
We-
this thing called
yeah.
read, write, ink, and it was like that, but it was like instead of going to like your like maths lesson or your English lesson, you'd go to it for an hour.
I was in boosters.
and
in
they'd
year
like
six.
they would like teach you how to like pronounce certain letters, like TH is like, and like F is f, like with your tongue. They'd teach you all about that, and they'd teach you certain word groups and how they sound with everyone really had to do it. Some kids had to do it longer than others. I was like the midpoint. Like there's still people doing it in like year 6, and I stopped in like year 1. There was only a few in year 6,
Yeah,
but we
it's
moved.
a simpler time back then.
It was school was a lot more simple.
A better time.
I don't know. I prefer secondary school.
Yeah.
I get a lot more shit. Like it's a lot less calming, but I sort of like the lessons set up a lot more in secondary school.
Don't know
Right.
how I did secondary school. Jesus.
I don't know how I'm getting by, but I am, and I
Don't know.
prefer it.
Every
Like, I
single
know-
day from like 8 o'clock till 3:30. Jesus.
What, are you on
no.
about secondary?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Jeez,
don't know how I did secondary.
I get back in at 12 o'clock on a Wednesday, sleep. I don't even go to school anymore, but I used to get back in 12 o'clock on Wednesday. Just dead, just completely dead.
Yeah, no, I feel like that at the end of the
Yeah.
week. Like it'll be like a Friday, and I'll sit because it's a Friday. I want to stay up late and like be on call with you or like do something.
Mm.
But I'll just be so dead inside. I'll be like, I won't be able to do anything.
God, I have 6 hours less than you at school,
Yeah.
and I still feel 10 times more
Yeah,
tired.
this transition from secondary to sixth form is pretty radical.
Mm.
But
Sure.
yeah, closest thing I've had
I've
to
got
that.
another 2 years till sixth form.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Closest thing I've had to that high school kind of tiring. I don't know how to say it. That high school schedule lately has been like work experience. It's been work experience, but like high school back from 9 to 3, and you know what, I quite enjoyed it. But what was awkward about work experience was they just insist on getting me in a Teams meeting, with my camera on, like I'm gonna add anything to a Teams meeting about what's happening at the company. I mean,
You've got to start giving quarterly.
Can I say what you worked as?
What can I say?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lions Bank. Lions Bank.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's some high position.
My
That.
school, my
You
school
might-
doesn't really do work experience.
They're
It's
not.
not really. No, they sort of just tell you to get on with it yourself.
Wow.
I guess my brother never had to do it.
I
guess
did.
That's because it was COVID when he was finishing off his GCSEs, but it's never really been a big thing where my school.
I did 2 work experiences, which was great in secondary. Didn't do any not in secondary. I did 2 in sixth form. I didn't do any in secondary, and I did 1 at city council. Well, I'm not gonna say my city, but I did my city council. Worked there in the electrician and mechanical section. The manager,
I can imagine you,
which is
just
great.
like
I
a
enjoyed it.
plumber.
No, not a plumber, not a plumber. Mostly
Or
we
an
looked at like
electrical
fire
person.
safety and that type of thing. And I worked for a software company called Kanos Online, and that was good. Imagine hippie boy, right? he just starts talking in these team meetings with Lloyd's back
Imagine that. Like, what if I just started adding my opinions and being like,
Bro, I
well,
think we should become a
cool.
loan shark company.
I think we should invest in these stocks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, what
We
would they
Jordan
be
Belfort.
impressed or would they be disgusted? Is my
I think
question.
they'd be disgusted. Come
I
on, the
think it'd be a
banker.
mix. I think it'd be a mix of both.
Yeah, I reckon. They think
It'd be like,
this
why
kid.
is this kid piping up?
Yeah.
He's the bottom of the barrel, but I have to respect it.
They think, oh, this kid's outrageous. I love it.
Yeah.
You think
You're CEO now. You've got some great ideas.
you should have said something that's like really bad. You know, like when they started like giving out really risky loans after 2008. You should have said something like that.
Yeah, he was at Lloyd's Bank doing work
I
experience.
should have just got really
2009.
political, I think.
Yeah. Well, if we had a reform government, this bank would be exceeding like no other.
God. Yeah, that's what you should have done.
But it was a
I
jolly
do
old
work.
time though.
If I do work experience, I'm just begging it. It's not like the in-betweeners episode where they all get mixed up
Mm.
Yeah,
and
that's
end
fair.
up in a lake in my boxers.
You could be a journalist when you don't want to be a journalist.
Yeah. Nah, I don't know what I
Anyone
want to
can
do.
be
as
a
work
journalist.
experience.
I know, right? People call themselves journalists. Ollie London, he's not a
He ain't
journalist.
a journalist. He just
He's just a guy.
Just
He's
a-
a man with
the-
a bunch
the
of
next
plastic
queer.
on his face.
X. Yeah, and he's very, very right. Very.
For some reason, he just like
He
conservative.
went from being left wing to all the way right wing. My uncle's like that, and he's gay. Like he's very right wing.
And he's gay.
Like,
I think.
yeah,
Did
I
he go
just
to
think-
that
I just think-
Republican convention?
No, he didn't. He's got a husband, well, fiance.
Oh,
Well,
congratulations. When's the wedding?
I don't know. They were supposed to be getting married abroad this year, but it's just nothing.
what country? UAE.
No.
Saudi Arabia.
He is actually moving to Dubai.
Yeah, you told me. That's why. I think. I think.
I guess they don't really care anymore, do they?
Yeah.
Well, no, he's moving to this area which was built for white people practically. Like, there's this whole tourist area which is like just full of like English and American people. It's like a built city just for that. So you don't really get many like. It's very English apparently.
Crazy. What do you say? You know, like the priest man. What does he say? I've never-
How do you bless a gay marriage? That sounds.
that
Well,
sounds
I
really
don't think
difficult.
they're not very Christian. I don't think. I know we went to North. I don't know. It's like North Brum. I can't think of the university anymore, but it's like a really good one.
Birmingham.
No, it's like North something.
North Korea.
Pyongyang University.
It might be North Cumbria University.
There's Northumberland University, and
It might be Northumberland.
that's not very good.
Oh, I don't know. It was a private one apparently.
Jesus. I mean, they're all private, aren't they?
Yeah, nah, but that was he had to like that was before like they actually started paying student loans and stuff. I don't know. He had to pay to go there, and it put a very big pocket in my granddad's wallet.
It's gonna put a very big pocket in my wallet. This is just 9 grand.
Yeah, you're not paying that back. You're gonna have 7 kids by the time you're 27, Ollie, and it'll go downhill.
I want at least 6.
At least.
You always say this, but I can't tell if it's a joke or not.
It's a joke. I do not want 6 kids. Jeez.
Jeez Louise.
I've seen the docket he doesn't.
6.
That's really mean. I've seen the docket he doesn't on TikTok, and that mother does not look like she has a good routine waking up.
I think I know you're about.
No, I know someone with something like 10 children. He's one of my friends. He's got like 9 siblings. It's crazy.
Jesus, I don't know how you can provide a loving family to 9 to 10 people or whatever. You know.
I'd reckon you'd section it, wouldn't you? Your dad would love half of them and not care about the other half. Your mum would love
Clever.
the other half.
It's
I
tactical.
just don't think
Tactical
that's
parenting.
you know. We're not in like
That's
Mali where they have like
probably
6 kids
hard.
because they expect like 2 of them to die. Like, yeah.
That is
Jesus.
quite sad. That's what
Yeah.
happened.
I'd just send them to the workhouse.
Okay.
Let them all have a twist their way out.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Sort of reference.
But instead of twist, it's...
What is it?
I'm not going to say it.
Okay.
I don't want to give Jamie too much work.
You've already given Jamie. You
Yeah,
told him
that's
you told him to put an entire article.
He won't.
I wrote
He
on-
told me
on-
he won't
I'm
be
not-
putting that.
Well,
He won't be.
Jamie... How much is Jamie getting paid?
Jamie just-
Bucket of Walkers.
What flavour?
Well, yeah, what flavour that really determines.
I think piss and shit flavour.
Cucumber sandwich flavour. I had that. It tasted like a cucumber sandwich, but it was quite unsettling.
Imagine you have like Walker's McDonald's and it tastes exactly like McDonald's. That would be a bit unsettling. What do you think of it?
Yeah, but it'd be cheaper than going to an actual Macca's, so they just
Yeah.
lose money.
So it tasted like a cucumber sandwich. That would, you know what? That generally would be a bit
A
unsettling.
Marmite, nah,
It tastes
Marmite
exactly
flavour
like
Walkers
one,
are
man.
actually quite good.
You got what you got. I never had Walker's KFC, and that could not have. That it wasn't. You know what? They weren't
I
bad.
never tried
They
it.
never
I,
taste. They do not taste like KFC.
yeah, I never tried it. My friends had them. I just didn't really want to indulge in the consumerism.
You
of
say
Walkers.
indulge like it's some like delicacy. I didn't want to indulge in Walker's KFC crisps.
I'll be taken away from that value if I have it.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
It did taste like cucumber sandwiches, and it was very unsettling.
See the thing, bloody hell.
What?
Did-
What?
Did you
Oh.
just go hollow?
I just didn't eat any more. After one, I was like, well, "What have they done to this? Why does it taste like a cucumber? How did they get bread and cucumber flavour into a crisp? It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
Like a cucumber sandwich is not real as well now. Is it just a chemical? I'm done.
You rage quit it.
I did. I never try any exotic flavours again.
They do paprika in Albania.
What Walkers or is it Lay's? Do they do Lay's?
It's like it's Lay's.
Lay's.
Surely they can just put paprika on it. They can't just put cucumber sandwich on it, can they?
I mean, they can. They can grind it down really thinly and just coat it.
Yeah, but then it's like
Ugh.
what?
Ugh. Sounds a bit
What
soggy.
is your favourite crisps? That's good.
I'm a ready salted guy. Maybe that was the
Nah,
worst
but like
answer
not
ever.
not only flavour but like brand.
I like Doritos.
Doritos, the nice tangy cheese Doritos.
Oh, you can't beat a tangy cheese Doritos.
No. Hey, you can't.
Really depends on where I'm going. Cause I've a favourite at home,
Mhm.
but then that's like one of my least favourites out and about, just because of the smell of your breath.
Yeah, that's true.
Wait,
that's
which
true.
one? Which one?
At home, I love a good old pickled onion monster munch.
Oh yes.
I've
I'll
never had
eat
Monster
them.
Munch.
Not, not the giant
I'll-
ones though.
No, not the big ones, but like just the
No.
pickled onion monster munch. Like,
They,
I'll eat
they
them
don't
at
have enough
home.
flavour. What about pickled onion space raiders? I think they have more
Yeah,
flavour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
but it's like I'll eat them at home without feeling self-conscious, Oh, I
But,
can't say what.
I had them once at school, and it was a bit weird.
But like, I just feel like if you eat them out and about, I
Yeah.
get self-conscious about like my
Mm.
breath and stuff because they just reek.
Ah,
Like, I'd
mm.
much rather just go for like a nice salt and vinegar flavour if I'm out and about, like
Yeah.
because they just like they don't smell as bad.
I had a mate whose favourite crisp was scampi fries. That were
Now
interesting.
he is vile. He needs to get put down.
No, he told me to try one. It didn't taste bad. I mean, they don't taste bad, those scampi fries, but
They're not good though, are they?
favourite crisp is a bit far.
Yeah. It's like people who say like cheese and onion.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
No.
I used to F with it in primary, but in
I'll have
primary, but
if
no.
it's the only crisps they have in the cupboard,
I'm not eating
I
them.
guess I
I'm not
might
eating them.
indulge if I really want a packet of crisps and that's all we've got.
Depends if you're at mood, but French fries, salt and vinegar.
Oh
not-
gosh,
I'm
I
not a
like
big
French
French
fries.
fry-
They're good.
I used to like them like when I was a wee little man.
You still are. You like before.
Yeah, but well yeah when I was 4, but now they just don't have enough flavour for me.
What? They're full of flavour. They're all
busting with
flavour.
flavour. Salt, just the ready salted French fries, like they
Yeah.
Nah,
trickle on the tongue.
Now
It's more
so I used
salty
to
than
have this-
salt. It's
I used to
It
have like the
is-
salt and vinegar flavour, and it never used to be my thing. Like,
oh god.
it's not my thing. There's just not enough flavour.
Tell you what isn't good.
I like the
Right.
shape of them though.
They don't put enough pickled onion flavour on those giant monster
No.
munchies.
I feel like they put the same as a small bag, but it's got
I
to go
know.
a further distance.
I know it's not. They're just eating corn basically, which is no one wants to eat corn, do they?
It's
I
corn.
mean, if it's sweet corn with a bit of butter or garlic butter.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. I don't want that when I eat a monster munch.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't open up a monster munch bag and expect to find just a corn on the cob in there.
No.
It's not really my thing. Do
What's
you
the
guys
next?
have? Oh, I've got a,
Go on.
and it's a big thing in my family. But are there forks you'll refuse to use, or you really dislike using?
Forks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
'cause
forks, but like bowls, I guess. And
because me and my older brother just don't like this one fork, and we always argue over like
Who has
who
it?
has to use it if like it's one of the only like forks before they're washing up. Because we just both don't like it because it's a really like awkward shape. Like the two like side prongs are like really big and curved. Like if that makes sense, like the actual like thickness of them are like curved and big, and it's just an uncomfortable feeling. But like you just have to put up with it, and it's just like at least favorite fork. Same with cups. There's some cups we don't like because they just
Get that.
spill water down you. It's like I've come here to drink, not to drown.
that's a good quote. No, we have similar. We have similar things. We section off mugs in our family.
Yeah, I've got a mug that I rarely ever let anyone use unless they use it without me knowing.
Yeah, same.
It's got a little cactus on. It's quite a nice mug.
Even at family events, you know, when you go over to your grandparents with the family
Yeah.
on Sunday there,
I
you
know
still
what you
still
mean.
have my own cup. I have an NASA cup. No one else can use it. Not allowed. Just me.
Then when Grandpa,
My mother has a cat mug. No one else can use it. That's just the way things go. That's the way the cookie crumbles.
That's what they say.
it's the way the cookie crumbles.
Do you have anything like that?
I don't. I think my dad has a knack for breaking glasses, but you know.
My dog has that knack.
What does she do? Just
Oh, well,
tip him over.
So, no, what she'll do is she'll like, I don't even know how she does it, but they'll be on like the drying rack by the like sink, where you dry your things,
Mhm.
and then she'll just like jump up and like knock like a cup or a bowl over. We've only got like 2 bowls left in our house because she's broken all of them. And when I had a cat, it used to be really bad because she'd get on like the kitchen side and she'd rub up against them to like itch herself, and then she'd knock them over in the process.
Mm.
No. So it's scary when you break a mug or cup at a
Oh.
Oh,
family.
it is this most scary thing
Mm.
because you just watch it bounce around for a minute, and then all of a sudden it just dosh, just shatters everywhere. It's even worse when you're home alone though, and you've got to clean it up yourself. And yeah,
Yeah, I get
my
that. I get.
my biggest fear though, and it's for some reason it's just a really weird fear. But do you know when like you're making like a Nesquik chocolate milk in like a cup in like a glass, and you've got to stir in the powder?
Yeah,
My
yeah.
biggest fear is just it breaking if I stir too hard, like
Oh,
the rim.
what are your cups made out of? Paper?
Nah, but you know, like if you like bang the like spoon against like the rim,
Oh,
I'm just scared it's
Jesus.
gonna shatter.
I think you're too strong. It takes a lot to break a cup, you
No,
know.
but no, like a thin glass, like not
What are you,
cup.
you're not drinking Nesquik out of a wine glass, are you? Come on.
I mean, I have before.
Strange man.
I
So,
mean,
next order of business.
yeah, I'll let someone else come up with the next order of business.
Tippy boy, what do you think?
Well, I'll give it one more segment, but why is Nos Pens? I think he'd be the most qualified in answering this. Most qualified in answering this. Why is George Orwell good? I'll hand it over to you.
Right. I don't think he writes necessarily the best books, but I think what makes his books so good is the meaning behind them, and like the thought he puts into them, and like the controversy he has behind them. Because that a lot of his books, like 1984 and Animal Farm, his like two most popular books, are analogies for like the world state at that point, and like or like an alternate world, like 1984 is like if like an alternate world happened. And I just think that's what makes them so good, because it puts complicated things into a simple perspective. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And like, because if you like just heard of communism, it's a bit hard to get your head around it. But like, if you read Animal Farm, it makes it so much easier because it puts it into a way that you can understand through just animals and like them trying to run a farm.
Yeah.
So that's what makes it easier to like grasp, instead of like, the economy. Like, you're not talking about big things, you're talking about small, simple things, but it's put into their ideologies of communism and Marxism. And like 1984, it's just such a good novel because it talks like about corruption, and that brought along the ideas of CCTV and TV shows. That book,
Yes,
it's
because
had a real world impact.
CCTV hadn't been formulated at that point, no?
Not like massively, like
Yeah.
a tiny bit, but that's what really made it big. I don't know, well, it might have not been formulated, but I know the big majority of CCTV came about through the ideas of 1984, where you can watch what happens through cameras in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
Things like that. Like, he had such influential books, like, that still like ripple through society today, and that's what I think's quite interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That's what makes this book so good. Where like J.K. Rowling, she released Harry Potter, but I reckon in like a couple hundred years, her books will be meaningless. But you'll still hear the name George Orwell in the every now and then, because it still talks about the 20th century and like the 21st. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think the idea of a dictator is quite, or at least a state that watches out, an Orwellian state. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
wonder who that's named after. It's quite a universal thing, and we've had them since day one, really, of
I know,
civilization.
but
So I think J.K. Rowling isn't really a timeless. She's not trying to be a timeless author, but
I
all
know
it
she's
was.
not, and I think he will get that, because his books put perspective into a simple way, like modern perspective, well, modern for us, in an easier to understand way. Like, Animal Farm's only 100 pages, but it covers a lot in such a short amount of pages and makes a real easy grasp.
Who's the earliest dictator which you can kind of think of, in terms of history?
Earliest dictator?
Yeah,
Genghis Khan.
Probably a Roman emperor.
yeah, you'd
Yeah,
think, wouldn't
yeah.
But I imagine Egypt definitely had.
you? Oh, the
big-
pharaohs. I mean,
And before that, maybe we don't really know much about old and the rest of Mesopotamia, do we? But
no,
I
Oh,
bet
I
they.
read
I
up on
certainly don't.
Mesopotamia when I went to the thingy, to the British Museum.
Did
Did you
Did
see
it have
anything
a-
interesting in the British Museum?
There was a preserved man.
Oh wow! Oh, what's his name? Jer. Oh, I can't remember his name. I've heard of him.
I know you're in about Pete, isn't it?
I thought it was J. I can't
I
remember.
don't.
I'll Google it after this.
But he still had hair and stuff, which I thought was quite
Mm.
cool. Because he just crawled up into a ball and died in the desert, and like he got like buried, like under sand and stuff, and it just yeah. I've got an image. Of
Oh, you're on about the peat guy, the
Yeah,
guy that fell in the peat marshes, and
yeah,
oh,
and that's
yes.
why we call mud Pete.
Mm.
That's
No,
why we
that's not who I was on about.
no. Oh, I've got an image of him. I can send it if you want.
No, he was cool. He was cool.
No, Jamie can pull
Jamie.
it up.
It was in Ireland, wasn't it?
No, it was in Egypt.
Egypt? What? We're not
No,
on about
not
the same
Egypt.
guy.
No, not in Egypt. It was somewhere in Africa.
Really? Okay, we're not on about the same guy either.
No, no, this guy still had hair and stuff. He still had toes that you could look at. But I thought it was quite cool, right? Because what they did was they just covered up his like arse and stuff with a rock.
I like
They
it when
just
they do that.
They just put like a massive like boulder over his arse.
Yeah,
Jamie can play. I'm thinking of the Lindome, I think his name is.
yeah. I slept overnight at the Natural History Museum.
Oh, there's a film about that.
Yeah,
There's 4 of them actually, I
Yeah.
think.
The guy's teeth was really white.
nothing came to life until about 4 or 5 a.m. when the dinosaur animatronic came on. Genuinely, they turned the dinosaur animatronic on at 5 a.m. or something.
Jesus, bro.
Yeah, I didn't
What,
get
we
any
just
sleep.
full access to the whole museum at 4 a.m.
Yeah, it was some event, man. I
What?
don't know how that came around, but
I did like the natural history.
Pretty
Museum. I
bad.
know.
I sent you the image of the guy. It's the only photo.
we just slept at the History Museum, man. That's weird.
Oh no, I've never
Natural
seen that guy before.
Nah, he was like fully preserved. Quite
I've
good.
never seen it. I've never
Like
seen.
you can see
Oh,
the hair
Lindome.
and stuff on his head. Which I
Cool.
thought was quite
That sounds. Well, I'd want to be preserved. I want to be like Lenin. Do you think
Yeah.
Lenin's that made of like something else,
I-
man? Surely, right?
What?
That Lenin mausoleum.
How did they preserve Lenin? I don't know how they preserved Lenin.
I don't think it's him, man.
Can I ask a question, which I hope one of you know the answer to? But like, do you know how like when like someone dies, they normally like nick his penis and put it in a jar?
Yeah.
Why do they do that?
Why do they nick people's penises and put in a jar when people die?
You're talking about morticians here and people that do autopsies, mate. You're not talking about no normal people, are you?
No, but I am though, because like you can find like Rasputin's penis in a jar and like a lot of leaders' penises in jars.
Yeah, but again, you're talking about people that do this for a living. No sane person's cutting up bodies for a living, are they?
Yeah, exactly.
Why would
You have to like do
Well-
it to counter your evil thoughts, you know.
But why would you put a penis in a jar?
Again, crazy people, man. Unless
Well, they
it's
go
like
on
some
museum.
scientific purpose. Well, they sell it to them for money. Soaked in glycol and potassium acetate on a yearly basis, and then it's got synthetic eyeballs. They got his eyes out and put synthetic eyeballs in it.
That does not sound fun.
No. Nope. And I don't know who funds it anymore because they still have to do it every year.
I tell you, these sick old kids. Yeah, actually, it isn't like being a mortician. You actually have to have something like, a bit wrong with you.
I don't think you do. I just think you sort of get thrown into that job without ever realising.
Do you think it just happens like people?
I
feel
It
You
just.
gotta have training though, don't you? Who's doing mortician training?
No, but I feel like you probably aspire to become.
It's not something that you like fling into. Yeah, maybe it's like failed doctors and.
Yeah, that makes
That's
sense.
what I think. Like, I feel like you aspired to be a doctor, but you either weren't bright enough or you just never got hired. So then you just go into that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because I can't see some man who aspired to be a lawyer suddenly is going to change path.
Yeah, urges to kill. Maybe Dexter from Dexter.
Not
You
seen
see
that. What's
Oh,
it
that's-
even about, man?
It's about this guy named Dexter who kills people.
Just for a bit, just for a laugh.
No, usually he's doing it for a reason, to be honest with you.
Is someone?
I think it's quite sound killings, to be honest with you.
Oh, are we going over this tangent again where we think it's okay if it's, police brutality?
He kills people that other people. He kills people that have done something wrong. Okay, you don't just kill people. He doesn't.
Kill them for no reason.
No, he don't do that.
Is
Dexter's
he
a sound.
affiliated with the police?
I feel like
He is.
I
He
feel
is.
like
He's one of those blood splatter people. You know, one of those people that are forensic people that after a crime's happened, like, oh, the blood splattered that way, so you know that they didn't die on whatever. You know, one of those people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he clearly has a bit of a fascination and a bit of a problem.
My older brother's going into forensics. Like, I'm pretty sure. Like, he's taken an archaeology degree, but he's going in. I don't know what he's going into. It's something to do with like the forensic side, like seeing how people died, like a while back, which I think is quite interesting.
That's interesting.
But he was telling me how we're not allowed to dig anything up in Egypt anymore because when we nicked Tutankhamun,
they've got pissed.
Yeah, they got really mad because we just walked off with it and just took it for ourselves. So they banned us from digging anything up there anymore. So Indiana Jones can't do his job.
Pricks.
What do you mean they're the pricks? We nicked one of the most like historic and famous pharaohs.
Pricks. Then they build their own museum and start doing it themselves.
Well, no, because we stole it.
But yeah, they've still got mummies. There's loads of them around, you know.
There's not that many left.
Everyone has a mummy.
there are actually a lot of those left.
Yeah.
You know.
No.
Egypt got an entire museum.
Didn't we eat a bunch of them?
Of course we did.
Jeez. Yeah, like the British just started like putting them in with their pies.
Yeah.
What mummies?
You made paint out of them and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just started chowing down on them like they were duck.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
Victorians were weird, man.
They used to eat a lot of weird stuff.
But that's because like so much change happening, you know.
Yeah, all the innovation, you got.
A bit weird to have Nietzsche and Isambard Kingdom Brunel alive at the same time. You know? Very different people, very very influential.
Yeah.
It's just a bit like.
Imagine having a Macca's in the Victorian times.
Oh, bro, people die.
For a McDonald's.
No, they just have a heart attack when they saw the Golden Arches, I think.
Yeah, they don't have the health.
Fun seeing the Golden Arches.
The Victorian mind could not comprehend the Golden Arches.
Well, they did once they suffocated down the mines, but that was more the pearly white gates.
You'd have to invent so many things to have a McDonald's back then, though, wouldn't you? Because you'd have to invent ice cream and ice cream existed.
Yeah, it was like pigeon's foot flavour.
It wasn't the same way. It wasn't a McFlurry. You have to invent that certain type of potato they use, russets. You have to invent so much. It's just not logical.
They'd have to invent cow passports and deep fat fryers.
Pretty sure they had cows in Victorian times.
You know, what would
Nah,
you
but
do?
I said passports because McDonald's gives them all passports.
What would I do?
What would you do if your consciousness now, you know, you know, was put
Vanished.
into you at 5 years old, right? You know, with all that you know now, you know, all that you feel now. What would you do if that was put into 5-year-old you?
I think I'd have a breakdown.
Probably kill myself.
You think?
Yeah, yeah.
You don't
No,
think
I
that you'd
gen-
start life maxing like Aristotle or
No,
something like that?
I genuinely think I would because I like
No.
not to make the podcast deep, but I've had some not very nice things happen to me in my life, like family issues. If
Nothing
I
like
I think if I knew what was going to happen to my family
Imagine those
in
last
3
18
years.
years.
Yeah,
18
no,
years were a waste. Come on, man. No,
no. I wouldn't kill myself because of the waste of 18 years.
Oh.
I think I'd do it because of what's going to happen to my family, and I don't think I'd want to be a 5-year-old witnessing that and then knowing what's going to happen after. Oh, it just mess with me. I mean, I'd probably tell my my family, I don't do this or this is going to happen, and like be like a little Aristotle, like you
Yeah,
said,
but that
and then I'd life
doesn't
max.
work. You know. How does this time travel work? Does it happen?
Yeah,
So
no,
you know where if you go back in time, the stuff that's happened to you has to happen again.
yes.
Yeah.
Does it have? Does
Well,
the stuff
well,
have to happen,
I'm
or
I'm
can I
gonna
change?
put it bluntly, like the butterfly effect. Like, let's be honest, like it's not exactly.
It's not real.
It's
Okay.
it's not like it's not what it's cracked up to be. Of course, things
So
are going to
it's not-
change when you
Okay.
do like blah blah blah. But it's
So
not
no
like
major.
the world's
So
gonna
no major. Yeah. So no
The major
major.
life events happen still.
can
Yeah.
what?
Can major life events happen?
So
Oh.
so
Or can I change them?
Well,
Oh.
obviously you can misdirect them if like because
Oh, so I can change
you
the
still are hypothetically at the wheel. It's just that if people listen to you and
Oh,
things
okay.
play out.
Then I do
Remember,
that.
you have free
That's
will,
good.
I-
Yeah, no. Then I'd
Predict
and the
probably
world has
Killer.
free will still.
I wouldn't kill myself, but I'd predict COVID and stuff. Seem like
Yeah.
a genius child. Make
I do.
millions.
Lottery numbers. No. Oh, I'd buy stocks.
I'd
can't
buy
buy stocks. I mean, I get my parents to buy stocks. Buy Bitcoin.
Yeah.
I'd buy a house as well if I could
Yeah,
afford it from the
just-
Bitcoin money.
Just in case, just because you know everything's
Jesus.
gonna go downhill.
Why were a 5-year-old? Why in 2009 did I not buy Bitcoin? Why were I 5 years old?
That's
What's
when I was born.
Jesus.
Jamie, can we bleep that?
No.
No.
I'd rather not have my date of birth, but the date of year doxed.
Huh.
It's happened now, son.
I
Jamie
didn't.
didn't get paid well enough.
A bag of
No,
unspecified Walker's crisps. So.
Yeah. No, I'd probably. I don't know what I'd do. There'd be a lot of stuff that I think I'd know. I feel like you'd have more trouble though making friends because you seem a bit like a weirdo if you knew their name just going up to them. Like you first met them and you're like, oh, hi, Jared.
Yeah, well, you
Like,
kind
you
of got
know-
to become a bit of an actor, in that
You
way.
do have to become an actor.
Why
if
why'd
know
you have to hide it?
Because it's a bit weird if like the government would take you in for testing.
No.
Yeah, because if you suddenly can predict the future, like to the T, like you know everything's gonna happen, like you know COVID's gonna happen, they're gonna be like, right, well you've predicted Boris Johnson's gonna leave, Liz Truss is gonna destroy the pound.
No. Because you're just a 5-year-old. What the fuck do you know? You don't have to pretend.
Well,
at
you
all.
know everything.
Exactly, but it's gonna take a long time for them to catch on in it. And by then, I'm already rich and I'm gone.
yeah, and by then you're not gonna know anything else, are you?
Yeah. So
Your little superpower's gone.
I think even if I predicted literally everything that's happened in my life so far, I don't think I'd own a bad life. Really. Unless I got.
I'm gonna start speaking to this guy called Lost Pens.
God no, I'd avoid that if I could again.
Would you?
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Bloody hell. It's
Hippie boy,
deranged.
Hippie boy, would you avoid talking to me if you could?
Well, it's not exactly that. it's that. How would I even like? Yeah, I could remember your Instagram or something like that, for example. But like imagine you just got like some spam friend request, for example, and like let's say Discord. Like you're not even gonna say yeah. It's
I mean, but we didn't meet through spam, did we? We met.
no, well, yeah, but it would
What,
be
sorry?
impossible to queue in that game
Hmm.
on
Yeah,
Parks
at the
Chat.
exact same time that I did then. Jesus, I don't even know the exact same time. I don't even know what date it was.
I think
so-
I know
It-
how to
it was-
meet Peds
it
with
was
all my
Boxing Day.
consciousness because I know
was
what
Boxing
servers
Day.
you'd be in and everything. But I generally don't know how I'd meet you, Last Peds.
Also, you could just come to my house if you really care.
If I wanted to,
Yeah.
I
No,
could seek.
I'm pretty
I
sure.
could seek.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure the day was Boxing Day or the day after.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, but again, that's a long time for you to queue a game.
Now, but you know, I'm still gonna be me. I'm still gonna queue in that game. You know, I'm not. Nothing's changed to me. I'm still gonna do the exact.
Okay, but I cannot predict that because I don't know when you did it.
No, we wouldn't. We wouldn't be able to time it. It's just.
Mm.
And plus, like I did kind of undermine the butterfly effect, but still, at some play, it's just that it's just not the exaggerated butterfly effect of what
Yeah, where the
you know
world's
what
just gonna
yeah,
explode.
of what kind of like movies portray it as, I guess.
Yeah.
It's still that play. Like you, through some change, you might have not even queued that game. It's.
I probably wouldn't be here. I mean, I definitely wouldn't be here. I definitely wouldn't be on Discord. Definitely would. I mean, there's so many things in my life that I'm just like, oh,
You just amend.
I think I'd amend a lot. I wouldn't be as stupid.
regret never got us anywhere. Guys did it, so that's. I don't regret. I do regret, but I try not to regret because it's not good as it goes.
I mean, I do regret, but you know, I change my actions after if I do regret something.
Yeah.
I mean, it gets you somewhere. Maybe not to the place you want to be, but it definitely changes you as a person.
Well, if
No
you just
regret.
know all the big events that are gonna happen, you can plan for it. Even if you don't know the exact day.
I can stockpile toilet paper as a 5-year-old. I'll be like, "Mummy, don't touch this. This is
No, you have to
this is
start
for in
small.
like 7 years' time."
You have to start small, but you have to buy a house before houses get too expensive.
Yeah.
Remember, houses have increased 20% in the past like 3 years, something crazy like that. So you'd have to really.
You'd have to convince your
Wow.
mum.
So you'd say buy Bitcoin, right? She buys 1,000 Bitcoin at 0.01.
Yeah, but don't forget the year you're buying Bitcoin. It was my birth. You know,
Okay.
it's already gone up in price.
I think I'd do things that I'd be interested in. Like I'd contact Minecraft. I'd contact Notch and be like, yo, brother, let me get in on this.
Yeah.
I'd
Don't sell it for 2 billion.
don't say stuff on Twitter. You
Yeah.
can think it. Don't say
Not stay away from
Um,
Twitter. It'll ruin your career.
I don't know what I'd do. There's not really many chances I've had in my life to do anything.
No, there's not a lot of things which I could have done great things in my life.
I think it's just about becoming kind of a bit of a weapon, like
Yeah.
you have.
Yeah,
I think there's two
Get far
routes.
now.
I think there's two routes. Become like a physical, like an athletic, beast,
That's a good idea.
or becoming, like
I'd
an
become
intellectual
intellectual
beast. Yeah,
because I'd have my reading capability than I have now.
and
so I'd
that
already
would
be-
improve as well.
Yeah, and then if I just keep on reading at this level, by the time I get to my age now, I'll be reading like a philosopher.
Yeah.
And then you already learn stuff. You'd be learning so much. Like I'd be way advanced in maths.
I don't think I'd be very good at tech because the stuff now didn't exist when I was born, or even if I was 5.
So
the
you
stuff-
think you'd fall off a bit?
I think I'd.
No, he'd be ahead of his time.
I'd be ahead of my time, and it wouldn't work out for me because things that exist now, even they didn't exist.
And even
2 years ago.
Discord, you're not going to be.
2015, 2016 Discord. So
Yeah.
I'd have to wait like 10 years for Discord, which wouldn't be good.
I mean, Yeah, I'd have to agree. Like, I don't know a lot of tech, but the stuff I do know, I think I'd be like way too advanced. I'd be like, oh well, you're still pressing a home button on your iPhone. Trust me, wait 10 years.
Oh, imagine all the habits you built up from using like tech
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Oh yeah, just like logging on. You'd have to use Internet Explorer.
Jesus, God, and then like imagine not being able to play like with Valorant because Valorant doesn't come out until
Yeah.
like 2022 or something crazy like
Yeah,
that.
that is. Yeah, there'd be some
Word.
withdrawal at the start.
Mm.
Yeah,
you
you'd be
really-
missing some things, but I feel like it'd give you time to grow as a person. I'd probably stay away from tech for a little while and
Yeah.
just read a bunch.
You've got to
Like,
remember, everyone still thinks you're 5 years old. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But
So
like, there are like those kids who just have natural stuff about
yeah,
them.
but like if I'm just suddenly reading a bunch and I'm like a really good reader, then I'm not gonna really bat an
Yeah,
eye.
they won't bat an eye. They
Great.
just think we got a bright button here. you
Yeah,
know?
well, they just think, oh, he's a genius. So obviously we've got something in our genes, and then they. But I feel like you'd have to sort of pretend in primary. 'Cause I wouldn't want to go to secondary. Not like that'd happen. But I wouldn't want to be that smart that I'm already
you can
like,
make choices. You can make
year
different
se-
choices though.
I
So
wouldn't want to be in year seven as like a 5-year-old.
yeah, but even as you as a 5 year old, you're still as wise as you are today. So
Yeah,
you still got the mental age of what
14.
said it again. So
Yeah.
clearly not that high, but
But I
you
still
know,
have
you'd be way more advanced than I think you could get. Because imagine, like this is gonna sound really weird, but year sevens, come on, the year sevens. But back then we thought they were all it, but again, the
Yeah,
year
no,
sevens,
yeah.
the below us.
Watch me just rock up and be like, oh well, do you know how to use Pythagoras theorem?
Well, no, you
As
wouldn't
like
do
a
that. Would you?
5-year-old.
Remember, you're talking to year sevens.
Well, yeah, they'd all be. I'd just stay away from them. I'd eat. I'd
Mm.
just like. I'd further my gain. I'd eat in the library. Just spend all my lunch in the library reading
I don't
sixth
think
form books.
I'd want a more social. Like,
Yeah, but I don't think I'd want to hang out with year sevens as a 5-year-old.
well, no,
I didn't like year sevens in year seven.
You
I
wouldn't
don't
be
think I'd
five,
get
mate.
on.
You'd be aging there.
you'd still be even if you were, I don't know, you got a year. No one gets more than a year leeway at school. I don't think you can even allow leeway anymore.
They don't do it here at least. I've never
I've
really
never
seen
heard.
it apart from like
Even-
exchange, well, not exchange students, but
Yeah, no, I know.
the people
I
from
know
Hong Kong
some.
in my year got to
Yeah.
choose to go down, even though they're a
There's
year
this-
older.
I've got a Ukrainian kid in my class who's a year older
Yeah.
than me, and he's in my class. No, but it does happen though, because if you look at like educating Manchester, there's that kid who's like, oh, can I bring a pillow into the exam? He was supposed to only be in year 10, but he was in year 11.
Okay, but I just don't. And if you played your cards right, you wouldn't be up. But I've never heard of that something happening. More than a year, even a year, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Think
It doesn't happen often. I feel like you need to go through like a long process just to get to that.
like Big Al, you know, him in year 3, you were doing the year 6s like maths questions and that.
Is he actually?
Yeah.
What up, boy?
See that good at maths?
Yeah, he's bro. That's why he's doing a degree in it.
I know, but like I didn't know he was that good.
And yeah, so even he didn't get put up or anything. He was just doing their questions, and yeah, he's smart and everything, but he's not
He
going
is.
to get put up a year. I don't think I'm as smart as him in year 3 anyway.
Yeah.
You just got a lot of time to just
Yeah,
kinda
chill.
not
Like, I
well
wish-
chilling would just
Yeah,
Good
but you
life.
know what I mean. Like, you know what I mean as chill. Like, you can just sit there, relax, just
Mm.
do your own
you
thing.
got to be stimulating the
Grab your
mind
game.
because like I said, the routes that you go on, you got to make something out of this. If you go in
Yeah.
just like, oh, I'm gonna just you got to if you got this head start, you got to do. You got to go
use
big. You got to go
Good.
big.
go big or go home. Whereas a
Mm.
5-year-old, you're not really allowed out the house without your parents. But
Exactly. Imagine how boring the first few years of your life are going to be.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like,
because you
you
need to break
know-
the habit of phone and stuff because you're not gonna
Yeah.
have
also, you know how to behave when you're out because you've had that thing. You know what to do in a situation. You
But they
know,
don't know that.
but they don't know that. So you're going to be
Mm.
stuck at home, just doing nothing. You can't even go out with your
And,
friends.
and you're not gonna have anything to stimulate your mind because you're getting stuff for a 5-year-old.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, you can like go
Yeah,
to
but
the
if you
library
start,
and
but
test
if you
your
start,
test your luck.
nah, but adult books you have to be at least 11
Yeah,
to
but
get out
but
any.
your parents can get them, sign them
Yeah.
for you.
No, but like,
If I ask, Mother, can you get me a copy of The Wealth of Nations, please? They're gonna be like,
mother, can you get me? Can you get me God is Not Great by Christopher Hutchinson? No, but I feel like if you show off though to your parents that you know you've got this brilliant mindset, they're not going to get you stuff for a 5-year-old.
but you see these people that are like that. You never see them really do it in life. If I'm being honest with you, because they've got so much expectation, and I don't
Yeah.
really want that. I really don't want that. I think that's awful.
Not either.
So you'd keep it down low.
That's why I don't really like tell my mum about my test scores or anything, even if I do score.
Mhm. No, if I do say that,
I'm not exactly.
with the UCSEs, it was a bit disappointing. Like with the
Oh, a bit. Yeah.
you know, with the GCSE exams. I don't know if yours did this, but when you did the mocks in year 10 and year 11, the papers were so easy. You flew through them.
Mm-hmm.
When you got to the actual ones, you can get in a few grades below what you were supposed to get in your mocks. It's just a bit like, you know. I think they made the
Nah,
test.
my
easier
school
on
did really
purpose.
bad on mocks. My school did really bad on mocks. People were only scoring like 20%, and 9 in my school was 60% for mocks.
What? 60%? What are they studying?
Oh dear.
Yeah, it didn't. My school did really bad this year, but like I don't really like. Although it sounds like a sort of like a pick me thing to say, I don't tell my mum my test scores because I'm not exactly bad at school, but I don't always do the greatest, but I normally score at least like 80% or higher. But I don't want her to start thinking, oh, this like putting pressure on me to do well, because I will, I think, but I don't want that pressure because like I know people from like the grammar school next to my school, and they just go out on the weekends. They're my age, and they'll just go out drinking on the weekends and stuff because they've had that like pressure put on them, and it's the only way like they can feel a bit rebellious because they don't want to always have to follow what their parents want them to do. So like I just feel like that's not the right thing, and I wouldn't want to get into that habit just because my like mum like thinks I'm gonna do great.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
There's a lot of factors to it, like you said, expectation, what we've just gone on about. Yeah, yeah,
It's a philosophical with this.
yeah.
Because although you've got this advantage, it's still a disadvantage in the
It's
same
how
sense.
it's how you practice it. Yeah.
So how you look at it and how you
Yeah, because
really
don't you think, do you think, let's say your first year, because you're 5, or do you think there's a chance of just losing intelligence from your first year? Because like,
Yeah.
I think
You won't be
yeah,
able to come in.
if you stimulate your mind enough and you write everything down that you remember, like you do like a
Ooh,
little
good idea.
memoir,
Good idea.
like because you're gonna know you're gonna forget it
Do
because
you
you're
have
so young. Like
do you have
if
the
you
body of a
think-
5-year-old though? Because a 5-year-old does not have the same motor function as me. Have you seen a
no, but
5-year-old try and write?
you've still got the conscience.
Yeah, but
So
that's
you've
not
still
motor
got
function. You
well,
know.
it's
Oh,
the
yeah,
body
yeah,
of a 5-year-old. It's you're aging normally, like. There's
right.
no.
Well,
So I can't write as well as I can write now. I'd have to
Well,
type.
yeah, but you could.
you could type it 'cause you know how to use a computer 'cause you got the conscience.
But I couldn't write anything because I don't have the motor functions of a
Yeah,
5-year-old.
well, yeah, but.
Aren't good enough to write, are they?
I'd write it down then.
Yeah,
you
but
know.
I think I could write when I was 5.
I don't
I
think
might
I
have
could
a
write
warped
well,
perception of time right now. I'm really not sure.
This is year 1 foundation. This is reception year 1. This is even if you
Yeah.
could write, you couldn't write very well.
Yeah, no, I think Argie's like a tablet or something.
Yeah, which don't
And
exist.
then
It's
no, I had an iPad when I was 5.
okay.
Don't forget you are a couple years older than me.
It came out in 2010.
Yeah, I had a tablet when I was 5.
I think I get a computer instead.
No, I didn't have a computer. I only had an iPad, but I'd write it down. And
I'll
yeah,
try and get
and
my
then
hands on a computer.
yeah,
I would.
or yeah, no, I'd write it down, and then every month or so I'd go back and read it, and then to refresh my memory.
You know what? You know what it's a bit like. It's a bit like Matilda. I think. If, you know,
Yeah.
she went and got all those books, didn't she? She had to
Yeah.
read.
Yeah. But expectations of a 5-year-old, not that high. I think it's going to be really, really, really tough until about age 10.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah. I suppose you're right. The the environment's huge.
Yeah, because like when you're 5, you're still given like picture books and stuff. It's a lot hard to stimulate your mind when you're
And
5.
you've got to hang out with other 5-year-olds and pretend to
Oh,
watch.
that is
Yeah,
that.
you've
that
got to.
I,
Oh, I don't think I could do that because you've
How
got the mind
annoyed.
of a 14-year-old. You
I-
can't even make funny jokes because none of them would get it.
and to think, you know, I was just gonna say to think you're aging even more mentally, but maybe you're actually decreasing mentally in age
No,
from
I don't
hanging
think
out
you
with these
are.
people.
Mm.
I don't think you are because as long as you're somehow stimulating yourself, you're still going to be
You
going on
can't.
like if you were. I reckon I'd find
You're
a way.
surrounded by 5-year-olds. Do you know how quickly
but-
your accent changes when you're surrounded by different people? Like that?
I know. In all fairness, I was thinking this the other day. Hanging out with you guys just on call has made me be a lot more like I've been forgetting to say there. Like I went to my mum, can we go to beach the other day? I was just like to beach.
Do we do that?
Like, no, like yeah, you don't say there a lot. Like you like miss out like you know.
He's on about can we go to the beach? You know,
Oh.
the little kind of.
Oh, okay.
It's almost like one word. Can we go to the beach?
Yeah.
Like,
That's got a name.
I've just been getting a lot more northern just being on call with you guys, and it's really concerning me.
And so
Like,
you think
my-
you'd be, but
even-
so you think you'd become
even my
even
friends-
more 5-year-old?
No, yeah, I think you would, but I have an older brother, so I could just steal his books and stuff. And
Yeah, I
just
don't.
use what he's got.
I'd have to hang around with the teachers a lot more.
I'm
to,
yeah, no,
Yeah,
I
you'd
feel like no,
you'd
but
kind of become a
I
teacher's
feel like
fair.
I feel like the teacher would hang out with you a lot more because you're so much more
If-
intellectually advanced.
Yeah, if
They'd
'cause you're
have to
closer the
focus on
teacher's
you.
age than you are the people around you, really. If the teacher's like 22, then you know, which is reasonable, I think, for a primary school teacher, then you know you're really closer in age to the teacher than you are to the 5-year-olds. You know?
Yeah, like even me, who's younger than you by like a few years, like I'm still quite close to their age. I still understand what's going on in the world a lot more than like the other kids. I'd be on like a similar level to them. Like I'd say I'm very political for my age, where like I'll have discussions with my uncles and stuff about politics,
Mm.
where like you know a 5-year-old wouldn't.
Imagine a 5-year-old predicting Brexit.
Oh, could you imagine me going to my teacher? Don't vote Brexit.
This Nigel Farage guy's really coming up in the polls, isn't he?
Oh
Guys?
yeah, reform 2024. Be warned. No, but
You wouldn't be able to influence elections, though. It's not. It's
No,
not
no, there's
Nah,
no
you're not
shot.
that-
There's no shot on
they're not
influencing
that powerful unless like you like show your intellect, like and you start going on newspapers. And
You'd
stuff.
have to download Twitter or something, right, and try and get a
Yeah.
head start on this whole social media thing before everyone else does.
Yeah, like you'd have to predict TikTok. You'd be like, be the first TikTok.
Yeah, you would.
account.
Yeah, if you wanted to be that kind of guy, you'd have to get a head start on it.
You'd have to get a head start on everything, really, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but I mean, like you have that ability,
Yeah.
but you just like you have the capability of it. It's just a lot more difficult when you are a 5-year-old. But I feel like because even in a primary school library, there's still books that would be in a secondary school library. for like the really intellectual kids. So I feel like you could just like at my school, like you'd still find some books that would be in a secondary school, just for the really bright ones.
As far as I remember, in primary we only really read fiction, and I don't really like reading fiction.
No, cause my library, like my school, had like a whole revamp. Like this building company paid for it on their own back. Like the school didn't have to pay for it. The building company did it as like volunteer. It's like, so we just had a whole library revamp, and like there was 3D printers and stuff. But there was a non-fiction section, there's fiction. It was quite cool. But like you could just go in there and read, I guess. Like no one really used the library, but I'm sure if you asked, you'd be allowed.
Hmm.
And at the end of the day, you know, they're not going to stop a kid who's talking about Brexit.
They wouldn't think you crazy, mate. They wouldn't think you anything.
Yeah. I think they'd remember it when Brexit would come around. Or for example.
Wait, didn't a 5-year-old predict this 5 years ago or whatever?
Yeah. Didn't a 5-year-old tell me about this?
Didn't a 5-year-old
He's-
predict Trump?
He predicted he got shot.
Wow. What else?
Kamala Harris.
You go to everyone, buy Bitcoin. Buy Bitcoin.
Oh, Bitcoin.
Buy Bitcoin. I'll make you fortunes.
Sell it
You know-
before Sam Bankman-Fried, though. As soon as you hear anything about Sam Bankman-Fried, sell it. You'd have to do that.
Yeah, no, Jordan Bell. You'd be the Jordan Belford of primary school.
What would you max out though, given the opportunity?
I would
all this
max
time?
out my maths and reading.
Probably fitness. I think I can coast on my current maths and intellect for the next 18 years, but I can't coast on fitness. So
No, you can't.
So you become
can't-
like, I don't know. The
He'd be the
Rock.
Joe Wick. He'd be like the Joe Wicks of 2014,
Mm,
2009.
you'd- and I'd also try to life max a bit when it comes to the internet. I think.
What would-
Yeah, no,
what,
would-
particularly with the internet? I don't wish to alarm you, but it's a pretty big place.
What? No. Probably just the tweet books and YouTube
Would you become
bookkeeping
a bit
stuff.
of a Twitter warrior?
Yeah, because
he'd
that's
learn
not
the
power.
YouTube algorithm. No, I would probably do reading
Mm.
and maths because although you know I'm not bad at it, if you're like university level by the time you're in like you know GCSEs for instance,
Yeah.
you're gonna have such a good like later on in life like career, not even career wise, but GCSEs will be so easy if you already know. Like you
Imagine
know,
understanding
the programme.
geopolitics by the age of 10. That would be like.
Jesus. What was happening 10 years ago?
not a lot really.
What year would it be? 2014.
2014. So
David-
Trump's not in
Dave-
it, still Obama and whatnot.
Yeah,
Oh.
David Cameron was sticking
Was,
his
ISIS. That were all 2014, wasn't it? We're doing all ISIS stuff.
ISIS was pretty 2016 too, right?
Oh yeah. I think when did they go away? 2018.
Yeah, I think. Like during Shamima Begum, that's
Oh.
when ISIS were fading.
Yeah. Yeah. So you'd be able to understand that.
Well, you'd have just books from previous. You know.
Yeah,
so-
could I keep some of the stuff I have
No.
now?
I can't keep it. I just get random one day teleport. Do I know? I can't prepare.
Ah,
Can I can I
week
prepare that?
prep time. You
A
know
week-
what? Week prep time. But don't
So-
you think that's one depressing week? Like you're in
Yeah.
you're in for war. Like you
Bro, no, imagine I have to say goodbye to literally everyone you know because they were different people 10 years ago.
Well,
20
you're
years
saying goodbye for yourself. In hypothetically, that timeline's still going on. You
Yeah.
know,
Could I sellotape things to me before I go?
No,
Oh.
bro.
Any
No.
is there anything
Bro,
in my
Bro, you're
pocket
plopped
stay in
into
my-
a 5-year-old body. Nothing's coming with you. It's,
Oh,
it's
so
just your
my
brain
conscience.
power. Like it's just what you know.
My head's bigger than it was when I was 5.
But you know, brain power. You know, when you think, you know,
Okay,
when you
okay.
think your thoughts and. But
And your
but that week just being yourself.
Yeah,
now
I
would
think-
be a tough week. You know.
I think
That's
we
a
have 2
sad-
days of mental breakdown. 2 days of mental breakdown. We have to snap ourselves out of it and start planning for
Yeah,
another 4 days.
Yeah, no, I would. I think I would like I think I would just be a real dick to the people I don't like, because I'm not gonna know the consequences.
No, you
I'm
will.
gonna be
Oh, actually, no, because you won't, because you've changed everything.
Because
Yeah.
everything, the timeline's changed.
so I'm not gonna find out the
What if the
consequences.
vice versa happens? So the 5-year-old gets put in your
Oh,
brain?
man.
So he's just there being a little retard in secondary school, getting beaten
No,
up by
no,
this kid because he called him a
you thought-
cunt.
If you think that's happening, you'd have to completely cut off everyone that you know to avoid seeing. I would cut off everyone I know. You
Yeah.
know, so I'd
I'd-
delete everything on the internet, and I would probably cut
Oh,
everything off.
could you imagine? Oh, I'd feel so bad for that kid who logs onto my laptop, and then he just sees some of the horrific
Well, you wouldn't
groups
be able
like
to log on to
OT.
that because he doesn't know any of your passwords.
No, because I've got it as the same as my mum's phone.
But he doesn't know that, does he?
Yeah, he does. I used to log onto my mum's phone all the time. He could guess it.
5-year-olds, mate.
Yeah, I was quite a little guessing champ, 5-year-old.
Okay.
I could have banged out GeoGuessr back in the day.
Okay.
That's a lie. I had no
Yeah.
geological.
But yeah, saying goodbye to everyone, that is like... That's
It'd be
pretty
tough, but they'd be like, "What are you on about?"
Well,
and then
Well,
you'd
well,
see
no,
them.
well, like I'm going back to what I said. You wouldn't exactly be saying goodbye to them. You wouldn't be
No.
like bye, because like that timeline's gonna go on, but you're not gonna be there for it.
A week
Well,
prep time's
that
not enough
version.
time to spend as much time as I want with everyone I know.
It's
No, because it depends when it's happening. Because if it's happening once the summer holidays is over, then I'll be able to spend it with all my friends, and then I can designate a day for my friends that I don't see
I think
in
as
school.
funny enough hippie boy, if this was happening, I would probably bring it up in conversation, asking my friends, what would you do?
Maybe
this
this
is happening to
yeah,
me.
maybe this is happening to him. We're just gonna have We're gonna have 5-year-old Saddam Lemon just on the call. Hey guys,
Maybe I'm the
what's 2
product of
plus
this.
2?
Maybe I'm the product. Pretty
Maybe you wanted
disappointing
this.
product.
You wanted this.
But yeah,
mate. Why?
this has been like the thought of my mind for the past week. I want to say, just like, what if
Oh,
I was,
really?
what
Really?
if I was just put into 5-year-old me?
Before we end the podcast, what is that story? You said you were gonna save it for when
You
the
did.
cameras
I
were
did,
rolling.
but I don't know. I think
No.
And then next,
we
what if you
have
change it to a
to-
5-year-old now? No, I'll never know. Please don't.
Yeah. No, but you will know though because he's got the conscience. He'll
you know
remember
what?
it.
I'll tell the story
In the next episode.
First
Ooh.
thing, next.
No,
episode.
you won't. You're gonna do it now.
I've
It's
fooled
not
you
gonna
now.
bring back.
I've fooled
It's
you-
not
I've
gonna
fooled
bring
you
back
and the
the 2
viewers.
viewers.
The
It's not-
viewers are
The
crazy.
2
I'm gonna watch
viewers.
the next episode.
Exactly.
Yes,
I've just
2
brought in new
viewers.
viewers. So.
Thank you. But I still want to know.
Yeah, I still want to know. You're gonna have to tell us after this.
Maybe I will.
No, you won't know.
God, this. Oh, wait. 10 minutes in.
But I want to say, smash that mother flipping like button.
Yeah. Hey,
Did you know
yeah,
that only
told you.
100% of you are subscribed? Please smash the subscribe button.
To join the hip gang.
That's what they call the fucking hospital hip replacement.
You've been on it today with your jokes, though.
Good,
Okay.
big farm from Lost Pens, but
Have that blown up joke was quite good earlier.
Right, that was a good one. That was a really good one.
Yeah.
hasta la vista.
Baby.
Hasta la baby. Take your time, do you?